Sorting a box. 8-1-24. Box of stuff. Starting with Chandler, Arizona. It's a bunch of Helmar. Let's see who's inside. Sam Crawford. Careful, my dog. Charleston. Looks like he's dancing to Charleston. Like another Wahoo Sam Crawford. Brown. Use that adhesive here. Lefty Grove and Jim Thorpe. And a beer label, unused beer label, Hannes Wagner. Hanus. Good job, my dog. You don't collect Helmar? You should. HelmarBrewing.com. I don't know what's all in here. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, some Bo Bennett, 2013 Panini Select. Yeah, Panini Select autograph, 193 of 399. Bo Bennett. Got to go back in there. Toombl, Texas, which is empty. That was probably Laval Dairy. This could be a really uneventful stream. Watch out, please. Watch out. A whole bunch of something. Got a Toombl, Texas bag. This is what I've been looking for. Yes, it is. Success. A whole bunch of 1951 Laval Dairy. That. I've been wondering where these are. These are not actually doubles. They're quite similar, but they're not doubles. I have been wondering where this is. This needs to go in the safe. And now I can figure out what ones I don't need to repurchase. I have a Laval Dairy on the way. Herb Carnegie. He's got the Jean Beliveau. It's the Smirks. I am glad I found this. All right, let me count them quick. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 14, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I have a good chunk of the set. Excellent. I intend to finish that set this year. The plant is 1,500, 1,500. So I save money. Another Tumble, Texas. This is yeah. More Laval, or it came in that. Laval, 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 Laval. Perrysburg, Ohio. 1972 Topps Baseball Rookie Stars. Excuse me. Charlie Howe, Bob O'Brien, Mike Strahler. Strahler? It's possible that I have more of him. Oh, I need to figure out what was in here because there's a PSA authenticated label in here. What the hell was in this? Scott. Shit. Fucking Shovel and Bubble. I think I threw another one out. I need to figure out what's going on with this box. Okay. Cedar Falls, Iowa. Jay, how's it going? Oh, I've got something good tomorrow. Something real good tomorrow. Here you want to see this. Here's an unused Honus Wagner beer label. And here is there's a panel with Lefty Grove and Jim Thorpe. How's your day going? Oh, I'm just sorting a box. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Wait a minute. Hold on. What was in this? Just a thank you card. Okay. I did find the rest of the Laval Dairy. Yes, it was not very nice weather this day. But I did purchase a fan. Let me show. Here's more of the Laval Dairies, 1951. And there's some 52 in here, too. I think I've one or two of them. There's also a baseball set. I don't have any of it. Probably not going to get any of it just because. Although I do love vintage baseball. You been watching any Olympics? Minneapolis, Minnesota. This? Yeah, I think it's been opened. It looks like it. Sean Monahan canvas from 15-16 Series 1. Still haven't hit a Jordan in the North Carolina box. That'll probably be tomorrow. Oh. Well, if you're not watching, whoever this chick is, she's doing some sort of night recap show. She's got some huge tits. And speaking of Olympics, Team USA, Steel Walker. That card. Not numbered. It is numbered. 3 of 48 or 49? 49. 3 of 49. It's on channel, NBC. Oh, she's a good-looking black chick. Like, this one. 1956 Al Kaline. This one. Don Cherry throwing out the first pitch. I can't. No. 2000. I don't know. The way I've got light and the way it reflects off of these holders and the miniature craft font they use. I think it's 2018. Topps Chrome, Don Cherry. Refractor? Refractor. I think. Here's 1951 Topps. Elmer Vallow. Oh, yeah, just a random box of stuff. Oh, shit. Stuff in here. Some extras. What's the main course? Oh, Babe Ruth. '23 Panini Prism Silver Babe Ruth right there, and then Miguel Cabrera, Brooks Robinson, Bryce Harper. I think that's the first Bryce Harper card I have. That's an extra. And Albert Pujols. Oh, cool. That is cool. That is very cool. How much you pay for it? Or is it something that you've had? There is a, oh, wait, something else before that. Here, oh, yeah. It was a. Oh, okay. Here's a 1957 Topps rookie card. Frank Robinson, BBG 4.5. This is just a random box sitting around. Panini Contenders 2011. This must have been an extra. Blake Swihart. Yeah, there's some extras in here. Well, maybe not. Another Blake Swihart. Blake Swihart. Blake Swihart. For some reason, I recall this card, so this could have been the card that I purchased. And the rest were extras. 1986 Topps, Pete Rose. A couple of, they're not numbered, 2018 Panini Elite Extra Edition Baseball Steel Walker autographs. I do have a really cool Steel Walker card. (2018) Leaf Trinity. I don't see any numbering. Inscribed in auto, Steel Walker. Can't wait to play in the big leagues. Steel Walker. Leaf Trinity has some cool cards, man. And here's a 5 of 10 red parallel. Second round pick in the 2018 draft. Steel Walker. I was looking for this. There's some. It says Pete the Hustler, Atlantic City, the National 22, 1360 of 1989. Some kind of chrome refractor type miniature. Pete Rose. These are pretty neat. 2009 USA Baseball box set. Question and answer. 63 of 65. Matt Newman. These are cool because they autograph it and then they're asked questions. It says, what's your favorite town and state? Glendale, Arizona. Which pro ball player do you most admire? Pedroia. And who is the most influential person in your life? His grade point average. Or that or his grandpa. Also a 1940 9 or 8. Cannot tell. I think it's 1949. Well, let me take it out of this protector. Team bag. 1949 Leaf Baseball. with some seriously bad bleed through. I really doubt anybody tried to counterfeit this card. Bob McCall. Hey, my dog. Hey, my dog. Excuse me. What else? Box. Oh, hey, there's something I've been looking for. You collect coins? Anyhow, this is, without a magnifying lens, I can't tell you. I know it is, oh shit, that's more. It is ungodly rare, like less than 1,000. It's a 1700s coin. CV, hey, how's it going? Hey, we were talking about you at Walmart today. Mashins Mills, go fucking fly. Mashins Mills, pretty damn rare. Like I said, less than 1,000. I've been looking for that. CV, do you collect Ellie De La Cruz? I think the name is. Trying to find out there. Somebody I know that I watch collects Ellie De La Cruz, and I ran into somebody today at Walmart that's looking for Ellie De La Cruz cards. I think that's in the Ellie De La Cruz. It's Ellie something. Thanks for stopping in, Jay. Yeah, if you want to sell them, I can let him know. He wants kind of like the chrome. Well, I'm sure he'd take anything you had that you want to get rid of. I just met the guy, so I can't vouch for anything. But, I mean, just, hey, pay me first and I'll send them to you. He was looking for some modern product. I was buying, I got a binder, some sheets, and some sleeves at Walmart. And I went up and I was like, hey, wait a minute. Is there anywhere in town that sells cards other than this? And then he was talking about Ellie De La Cruz and all this. But I did get the binder and supplies for I'm working on the 1980 basketball set. Or 81, depending on how you read the years on them. The one with the bird. Shit. Hold on. Bird. Irvin Johnson rookie card. He was telling me about, and I can't remember the name, but I could find it on eBay. It's a 1990 Pro Set card of the Giants. It sells for like thousands and thousands of dollars. The guy had 3 of them. Supposedly, it wasn't released in packs, but he had 3. that he said he pulled. I believe him. He wouldn't make that up. And I also believe that I have one, so or at least had. I got to look. I can't. The first name begins with an L. So just look up 1990. It's 1990 Pro Set Football Giants. I'd say just click highest first, because I think the 9.5 that's on eBay. He was showing me was like $17,000 or something like that. Supposedly there's only 99 of them. 90. Which would make sense because he said he bought them here in Nebraska, and I would have bought it here in Nebraska. So perhaps it was something regional, like Frank Thomas, no name on front. Most of those come out of Minnesota. So how's everything in the great town of Tulare? Oh, yeah. Okay, here's another Steel Walker. This is really cool. 10 of 10, Leaf Trinity, Patch Auto, Steel Walker. That is quite the patch. The back looks like. Like I said, Leaf Trinity is a cool product. Let's see, another thing that was sitting here in the box. Shit. Frank Robinson rookie card, DVG 4.5. Hey, 100 degrees. You're more than welcome to keep that 100 degrees. Okay, this is from Kevin's Budget Card Breaks. I won't go through that because I don't even know what's all in it. Oh, so let's go through it. You'll know more about it than I will because I don't have a clue. If I can't read the name, it's a gold. So it's 2021 Topps. That guy. Can't read it. I'm not going to try. Retro. Alex Manoah. I don't know if any of these are good. Do you know Kevin's Budget Card Breaks? Then there's a bunch of base. Rookie card of Jorge Mateo. Gregory Santos. Nick Matten, maybe? I don't know anything about modern baseball at all. Jimmy Lambert. Somebody bought a spot for me. Silver Scorpion. Be sure to check him out. Tyler Zur. It's these with the horrible font. Actually, it shows up better on the video. Well, it's Manila again. Did you see? I don't even know if I I might not have posted it. Did you see that album of 1908 cards I got? Rookie debut, Ryan Mountcastle. Who's that name? Tyler Wells. Bunch of rookies from 21. Jared Kelnick. That's what it says. I've heard that name. Kyle Funkhouse. And there's a Mike Trout. Taylor Walls. Rookie combos. I don't know. Kyle Finnegan, maybe? Yeah, I think it's Kyle Finnegan. No, it's not. No. 1908, yeah. 500 plus 1908 cards. 300 and some dollars. They're all freaking. Well, there's one short. I don't think I actually posted a video of it because I didn't because I was afraid to even open the album. On video, I don't want to reach and damage stuff. Well, basically, complete set of 1908 Felix Potan. And the Major Taylor on there. It's a short, and it says it's the Sensei Domino, and I said it's close to a 10 as you can get. There's an 8 of the Major Taylor on eBay listed at $90,000. Yeah, the ones that I got are they're most of them are above 8. See, big names in there is Teddy Roosevelt, Colonel Cody, which would be what was Buffalo Bill? Yeah, Buffalo Bill. Which is kind of relevant here because Gloria's Tavern, he used to frequent that place. That's in town. Tsar Nicholas and Anastasia are in there. There's professional boxers. There's all kinds of stuff. It's a really neat set. The tote that it is in is right here, but I've got a bunch of stuff on top of it. Let me go through this. I'm not going to open it, but I'll show you the tote. Here is one of these smaller boxes full of something. Guessing Coyote cards. I guess incorrect. This is a complete set of 1999 SPX hockey. It's got the Sedin brothers autographs in here. I went through this when I first got it, and the guy who compiled this set must have spent a large amount of money and time, because every card looks like a 10. So that's just sitting in that box. No, I don't grade. Grading is one of the worst things you can do. I'm not going to take them out of the album either. That album has been intact since 1908, and I'm not going to damage it. This from Lawton, Oklahoma. 1958 Topps Warren Hacker. Baseball Warren Hacker. I like this 58 set. It's a set I'm working on. Not top priority. Working on it. I've got several autographed cards from the set. Those are graded. Like I said, I don't grade anything. If I want something graded, or I have anything graded, it's just for the simple fact that I want it to be authentic, and I'll buy it graded. I will not send anything, and I certainly will not send anything to PSA. PSA is the worst company you can send. Especially when it comes to autograph authentication, because you get what you pay for. Pay is the key word. It can even be fake, and they'll authenticate it for the right amount. And I was told that by a person that doesn't. Essex Junction, Vermont. So yeah, PSA DNA authentication. Bullshit. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Okay, this is that Wheat King set. These are really cool. They're taller than the typical card. I've actually got them double sleeved. Kevin Cheveldayoff. That one's cool just because of the lighting. But yeah, PSA, no. I know a person that sells autographed jerseys on eBay. And that's all I'm going to say. Be careful of what you think is real. He flat out told me one time, and I believe that the ones that I bought from him are authentic, because you wouldn't fake those people. And he has pictures. Yeah. But yeah, there's kind of a famous store next to the college here, or was anyhow, where they sold a bunch of Nebraska memorabilia and whatnot. And he told me, oh, well, you can just get a couple of them that are authentic and then just fake the signature on the rest. And PSA will authenticate it. But especially if you do it in person. Trout and Shohei. Keep in touch. I mean, if you're serious, keep in touch. he didn't say it in the words that I just said, but he basically alluded to the fact that you can buy authentication. Oh, getting into Coyote stuff here. I'm going to leave that there. That's there. What's this? Oh, some old Red Wings from not in the U.S. Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Canada. I'm going to leave that there. There is this, excuse me, PSA. Let's see if I can make out what it is. Can you do a graded card lookup for me? I'm on the phone, and I know if I go off the phone, it'll cut the stream. The number is 1C 51365. I'm guessing this is a jersey. It's not in the box, but the authentication sticker is taped to the side of the box. 1C 51365. Let me know what that is. First, I thought it'd be a WNBA team signed basketball, but the box just isn't big enough. Oh, I know what this is. I've been looking for this too. That's what this is. Yeah, PSA. I don't know. It's just in there. I don't know what it is. You could look it up because you can just type in the number and it'll tell you what it is. What is this? This is. Oh, hold on. This was a Micro Zier jersey, I believe. And here is. No, it's Micro Zier photo. I need to get this. Okay, mice are starting to get stuff. Just got the corner. It is a Micro Zier. It's a huge post, or like a 16 by 20 picture. So that's what that is. Okay. Okay. Never mind. I know what it is. What's that picture? What's 1A? What's 1A? I forgot all about that right here. In fact, in the mail today, I got a sign for it, so they didn't deliver it. I got a quad booklet of 1910 T206 cards. Did you see the Honus Wagner? Unused Honus Wagner beer label. Here is a Lefty Grove Jim Thorpe panel. Brown, can't remember her first name. Wahoo Sam Crawford. Charleston, I know it's Negro Leagues, but I just can't think of the first name. And another Wahoo Sam Crawford. Those come from Glendale, Arizona. I'm going to do a short with the, well, I'm going to do a little research first because I want to be able to say the first name with it. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. That Wagner. That Wagner's probably worth a little bit. I have that Jim Thorpe there and 1955 Jim Thorpe. That 1955 Topps All-American set is actually pretty cool. And there are some cards I haven't purchased for a while. For like Amos Alonzo Stag, you can get for like $20 and it's like a $100 or more card. You can get them graded all day long, or could anyhow, for $20. I've got most of the big name cards in that set. Well, Thorpe and Grange are the biggest. Got those. Got a good portion of that set. Oscar Charles. It could be it. Could be it. Yeah, this is. In which? 1910? Not in the booklet I purchased. But in this set, yes. I don't have any Cy Young or Ty Cobb anything. At one time, and this was some years ago, there was that freaking 1914 Babe Ruth. I could have got for $400. It was graded. If I remember right, it was graded anyway. There's two cards that I could have got. One I actually won the auction, but the guy that I work for decided not to pay me for 2 weeks, so they filed a no payment, whatever deal on eBay. It was an autographed Bob Cousy rookie card. And I got it for dirt cheap. And then there was the 1914 Babe Ruth that I could have got, but by the time I talked to the people I worked for at the time, I said, I just went up to them. I was like, well, hey, can you get me this? And they're like, okay. Well, by that time, it had already sold. It was like $400. That was before people knew about it. Cobb Bat Relic, that's cool. That's cool. He was a real asshole, both of them. So I never collected anything of them. I mean, their stuff is up there, and they're good players to have, but I just have no interest in having anything of them. I gotta mute you real quick. I'll be right back. Still there? You still here? I pulled something out of I pulled something out here. Shows 0. Okay, hold on 1 second. I don't really have the room to show this properly, so you're only going to get a glimpse. I really don't have the room to show this properly. Fucking flies. Tell you, that's one thing about living out in the country. Flies. Well, hold on. Just so you can get an idea. Like I said, I don't even want to touch it. You see here, Anastasia, Dad. (1908) Felix Potin. I'm just grabbing random pages here. Artists. Monet is in this set, I believe. Sports. See that one up there? Buffalo Bill. Second one in. Cycling. There's the Major Taylor. 1, 2, 3 in. Wrestling, boxing. Cody. Like I said, Teddy Roosevelt's in there. It's something that, like I said, you're the first one to see it. It's something I'll probably do a video of once with the proper setup. Once and only once. Then it'll probably sit in a safe. That's 100 and... I was done walking. You're out walking? Well, yeah, it's earlier where you're at. I do thank you for stopping in. This is the album green. Actually, with this kind of age, I don't think this is the right color green. But things of this vintage with a certain color of green, anyhow, actually contain uranium. I think it has to be more like a lighter green. Green with the gold embossed or gold lettering, numbering. How bad is your humidity been? Ours has been close to 80 degrees dew point. We've had dew point close to 80 in the 70s and nearly 100 degrees out. And we've had wildfire smoke. Well, you guys got wildfires too. Real bad. Are they making progress? Excuse me, on that one? I talked to the person that has this. They have another one. They also have a 1951. They have the 1922 album, but there's nothing in the 1922 album, which is unfortunate because the 1922 has a Duke Hanamoku. And that one goes for, I think the highest listed one on eBay is $60,000. Well, I don't know. It's like the 6th largest wildfire, and I think it was burning like 5,000 acres. I don't know if you heard me because I started buffering. The fire I'm talking about is burning like 5,000 acres an hour. Sixth largest in California history. Could be much larger now. %38 humidity. We've been having, the humidity is what really does it. I'm not sure what it's called. It could be park fire. Supposedly a real big one. Did they catch him? Because people that do that shit, like especially for you guys, because you guys don't have, well, I don't know if you do, but for a while, for many years, you guys haven't had controlled burns. And some idiot like that does something like that. Good. I hate to see anybody incarcerated, but for something like that, how sickening. How sickening. What was his excuse? It was a stolen car, trying to fake his death or some stupid thing like that? Has anybody died in? If so, he needs. I'm all for the death penalty or something like that. If somebody does some sort of willful crap like that and ends up in somebody's death, they should be burned alive publicly. You know, you set wildfires or do something to start a fire, you know, like that. You take away people's houses, possible lives. You can't just replace that like a dented car in a wreck, you know. Sickening. And the history. Not right. Not right at all. I mean, it's different, you know, like some kids have or some people have a campfire and it gets out of hand or whatever, but burning car into a ravine. Burning. Jesus, 600 square miles. People don't even. 5th largest now. Jesus. Horrible. I certainly hope. I mean, if he's pushing a burning car, he ain't innocent of a damn thing. But I certainly hope he was trying to push it out of the way because it caught on fire, but I'm sure not. I just. $600 square miles. Hopefully you guys get some wetness there. He's going to be locked up a long time. I wonder if that's what really happened or if that's what the lawyers told him to say. I don't know. Cars just don't start on fire when the guy's revving the engine, you know? Modell, quit that. Don't do that. Tear the blanket. I'm a dog. And even if it's something as innocent as that, there's a common sense factor. Oh, thanks for hanging out, Jay. Thanks for hanging out. We're just talking about the big California. Calmly leaving the area, blending in with other citizens. Yeah. don't know. It sounds up for like a build up for that song. Cool guys don't look at explosions. They turn their heads and they walk away. I was just going to ask, is California a 3-strike state? It's not like felony marijuana possession or some stupid shit, you know. And, you know, that's something they need to address because marijuana being legal, I don't smoke it. I think it's disgusting myself, but it's legal in how many states? I don't hear, and maybe they are, but I don't hear anything about them letting the people out of prison that have been convicted of marijuana charges. Way too many prisons in the U.S. Way too many. When I lived in Norway, me and the ex-wife were driving through town, and there was, you know, I like looking at buildings and all that, you know. And there's this one building that looked a little different. I was like, well, what's that building there? Oh, that's a prison. There's no barbed wire. There's no bars. There was nothing. Nothing. It looked like a freaking fancy brick apartment building. They get computers, phones, video game systems. Police don't even carry guns there. Well, that's good because if it becomes legal, they should definitely let them out. There was a woman here, old lady, and she got in trouble, or she got ticketed anyway. I think they dropped it. I don't remember. But she got in trouble for growing marijuana. And this was years ago. And she had it in a flower pot, or, you know, like several of them, in her garden and whatnot. She didn't even know what it was. She's like, oh, this is a neat looking plant. I don't know. Friend of mine, president of Crime Stoppers, close to 80 years old. His father, I'm pretty sure it was his father, anyhow, had a patent for a hemp combine. See, during World War, and you know this, during World War II, hemp was a big crop. And you can find it anywhere here. I mean, I can walk outside right now and show you plants 10 foot tall. It just grows wild everywhere. But just think how neat of a thing that would be to have the patent, the paperwork, you know, or not diploma, but just the certification. Certification. Oh, you have the patent for such and such and such. It was never made because he come up with it at the end of World War II. How neat. They live in Winneshack, Iowa. And, you know, like I said, like while I do not support the use of it because it's just disgusting to me, people want to do it, whatever. And anything that grows naturally should not be illegal. In no way should it be illegal. We have a plant here in Nebraska called prickly poppy, and it's basically like a lesser form of heroin. Heroin comes from the poppy plant. I'm sure you know. It's not illegal. It's just like a light version. I've never done it, never used it. First time I came across it was last year when I worked for county weed control. There's just, I've actually got a book, and it tells you like, well, this plant is this because of whatever, and it'll tell you which plants are actually narcotics. It goes into details like, well, I'm going to say Indians because I'm sure it doesn't use that, but the Indians use this for this for its hallucinogenic effects and all this other. I just got to get a kick out of it. And we've got a cactus that grows here. It's like a mild, nothing like peyote, but like a mild, whatever, light peyote. And it even tells you the bloom must be this and this and this. And I was like, good God, I could sell this book for $100 to anybody. Hell, you can go to the store and buy marigold seeds. I remember that a few years ago. They were talking about that on the news. Oh, sure, because it tells you every plant that's in the state that's a drug or hallucinogenic. There's one plant, I don't remember what it was. People did not. Oh, what do they call it? Oh, I can't think of it. I know you know what I'm talking about. Loco weed. There's a type of loco weed, and if your animals, like your livestock, if they start eating it, they can only eat that because they get addicted to it. And either way, it's going to kill them. I'm pretty sure you guys have it, but it's a type of loco weed. They get hooked on it, will not eat anything else. It has no nutritional value, but it has like a narcotic type value, and they'll just keep eating it. You could put a whatever in front of them, they'll go straight for that. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. That should be that way in every state. I don't know anything about how many plants supply you for how long, but if you stay at home, you do whatever, you know. And well, it's near that anyhow. They should do that with coca. I would, if coca was legal, I would grow 4 coca plants or trees or whatever it is. I think it's plants. I've tried it. Not the plant, obviously, but powdered form. And all it did for me was make me hungry for chicken fried steak half an hour later. Every time I tried it. Anything that grows natural, and I'm conservative as hell, but anything that grows natural should not be illegal. We don't have that right. That's my opinion. I mean, there's noxious weeds, sure, thistles and whatnot, but no, I mean, who gives a damn if somebody wants to smoke a fucking weed and enjoy it? I don't care. We have this one weed here, plant, whatever you want to call it. It's called field dodder, not daughter like kid daughter, but DODDER. And if it starts, it takes over everything. It's like you grab a handful of spaghetti, right, and just throw it on the ground. That's exactly what it looks like. Bright orange spaghetti that just chokes out everything. And the only way to get rid of it, I've killed it successfully, but basically the only way to get rid of it is you have to walk every square inch and pull everything. We had a flood in 2019, and that kind of spread it. First time I seen it was down by Buffalo Barn, and I reported to the weed superintendent, and he's like, "Oh, well, yeah, that's there. And it's kind of by Duncan, Nebraska, and I found a few spots where it was just starting, and I did spray it and kill it successfully. Same with Phragmites. I've been the only one to do that with Phragmites. And see, Phragmites is a really tall weed, or reed, excuse me. And every 6 inches, like if it starts, every 6 inches, it sets down a root and it pops up. So, like, just imagine a regular book, right? You're going to have at least 4 plants just in the area of a book or a photo, like 8x10, whatever. You're going to have 4 plants growing there, and it tassels out, and it spreads and spreads and spreads. It takes over lakes. It takes over everything. And I was able to kill it. There was one stand in a ditch on I think it was 415. And he was, oh, I've been spraying that for years. I can't get rid of it. Well, I sprayed it and it's gone. There's one spot down the road a couple miles and up that I took out. You can't just like, oh, willy-nilly spray it just to get it wet. You have to soak the ground and then hit the seeds, and you'll completely eradicate the plant. I ended up quitting that job, and it's ridiculous, the whole reason behind it. They put GPS, Verizon GPS in all the trucks. Well, one day I walk into work, and they said, well, what were you doing sitting at such and such for 5 hours? And I was like, sitting there for 5 hours? I don't know them. You know, I don't know nothing about it. It showed I sat at a car or a mechanic's parking lot for 5 hours one day, and the county auditors threw a big fit about it. And, well, how am I going to explain this? And I said, well, just explain it this way. Tell them I quit. And the superintendent knew that I was telling the truth, but they put in this faulty GPS system, which they have since removed, but I'm still out of job. So right now I power wash food trailer or food tankers. Sometimes over 200-degree water in a metal building in this heat. Oh, man, it sucks. You get so damn sweaty. My crotch has been hamburger. I mean, it's just horrible. The one day, I think it was 228. I posted a picture in the community tab. It was either 228 degrees or 234 degrees. That was the temperature of the water that was coming out of this. Oh, man. That's above boiling. To do a kosher wash, which we don't even do because we're not capable of it, you have to have 200 degrees for 20 minutes. I was doing 234 for that amount of time. Oh, my God. I mean, it doesn't sound like anything because it's in like a big metal semi-trailer, right? All you do is turn that big metal semi-trailer into a massive radiator. Oh. I was sweating so bad that day, man. I couldn't even sit. I couldn't lay down. I could do nothing. My entire body was just sweating and broke out so horribly. Oh, I don't wish that on anyone. It is. It's very rough. And now I was told, oh, well, because I would go in there, t-shirt and pants. And no, you have to wear a shirt over top of that. So I have to wear 2 layers of clothes doing this crap. Because of their rules, it's our guidelines. And we have these big fire hoses that we can't properly drain because the end of the fire hose cannot touch the ground. So I can't drain all this water out. I've got to load it up, waist high or between waist and chest high into the truck. So it's full of water the whole time. It's not a bad job except for that and the heat. Winter, I wouldn't care. You can get warm. You can't always cool off. Don't tell me they even have air conditioning. I went to school in a metal building lined with asbestos. No air conditioning. No, did we bitch? We did. We had a reason. How long is the school year there? When I was in school here, it was we'd get out May, end of Mayish, May 20 ish, start again August 20 something ish. You guys have air conditioning. That's nice. When I went to school, though, you could bring guns for show and tell. I really don't think you can do that here or where you're at. I remember taking a gun to school. Hell, I remember shooting a gun at school. No big deal because it's, what we did. Schools used to have shooting teams. I don't know if they still do. I know colleges do. I'm pretty sure there's still some high schools around here that have shooting teams. Shit, I remember in fourth grade getting taught how to load a black powder rifle for Nebraska history. It's no big deal here. Not, not at all. And toy guns? Oh man. Every boy brought toy guns to school. And we had the realistic looking ones. I had a battery powered machine gun water gun. That thing was fun. You could even like pull the clip out and switch the clips. It was real fun. Gotta mute you real quick. We have guns, just not near people or a school. I don't know. What kind of guns do you have? There's one I'd really like to have, and one that I'm possibly saving up for because I think it'd be fun. Guns are a fun tool. There's actually a few I'd like to get that I don't have. Deuce, come on. Get out from behind me. Oh, cool. Revolver or pistol? Or automatic? My grandpa carried a 1911 during World War II. He was an MP. So I want to get a couple 1911s. You know, like one for him and one for me. I just think that'd be fun. I don't know that I'd ever even shoot them. I just like to have it. I do have a 45 revolver. Big old long freaking barrel. I mean, he called it a hog leg. I do want to get a Judge 410 45. I think that would be a very intelligent gun to have in a serious defense situation because you can load it with either 410 shells or 45s. And it's a revolver. Maybe you know all about it. But I mean, let's say you fire a 410 as a warning, and if somebody's still coming, it's time for a 45. I'd like to get one of those. I'd also like to get a Barrett because that would just be fun. Last I checked, they were like $5,000, $6,000. So it's not high on the priority list, but it'd be fun to have. Oops. I'd also like to get an M60. You seen that in the Rambo movie where he takes it off the helicopter, wraps the belt around his head? I'm coming for you, Murdoch, or whatever. Well, can you imagine how much fun that would be, just firing off one of those things? Oh, all sorts of amendments. Absolutely. Absolutely. There was an auction some while, and people had an AK-47 pistol. You know how much fun that would be? It would hurt your wrist. It really would. It'd just be fun to try. One thing I'll tell you, crossbows are a joke. I have one of those, 150-pound pole. They're a fucking joke. Don't waste your money on a crossbow unless you really, really want one. They are a joke. I would say get, some, I don't know what they cost now, but you used to be able to get them for like $20. It's like a pistol crossbow. And I mean, it might be good for shooting like across your living room or something like that. That'd be fun to have just to dick around with. Yeah. There's that one scene, I think it was in Apocalypse Now, where it's like, shoot every goop that runs, and if they don't run, shoot them because they're just a well-trained goop, something like that. YouTube's probably going to have fun with this stream. But no, just imagine, though, just having a gun and like, oh. I've got 2 automatics. One is a shotgun, one is a rifle. Oh, they are fun. Real fun. And the shotgun is my grandpa's. I didn't know it was automatic. So I stand there and I shoot. You know, I'm used to just like single barrel, you know. And I sit there, boom, 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 boom. And he was sitting in the truck and he's looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm looking at him like, what the fuck is this? That was actually the last year my grandpa hunted. On the place here, there were a bunch of fawns, and you could walk right up to them. I had this place so tame. I mean, you could walk right up to deer and you could pet them and everything. And he saw that, and because I remember the day he quit to this day. I mean, he was hunting. He was born in 1919, so he was hunting from the 20s up until 2000s. There was a doe, and she came up and she just laid down right beside the truck. She had kind of under the bumper, and just to get out of the weather. It's nice and warm, you know. And I'm sitting there and I'm like waving to her. I'm like, get out of there, get out of there. And then he didn't shoot nothing. He came in the house and was leaving at that point, you know. And he walked out, and there was just all these fawns. They were all just standing right by his truck. And he walked up to him, and he just looked at him, and he quit hunting. It was awesome. And I could see he felt bad. I don't hunt, but I went with him, you know. I got a farm, and I just went out with him. I had no plans to shoot anything. Like I said, I would have scared it away. And I just went out there. I got to see that. I enjoyed it. I really did. Hopefully they're still around. My mom had pictures, and he was standing there with the fawns and everything. It was pretty cool. Then the neighbors. Then my mom sold some acres, and these neighbors moved in, and they fucking killed everything. It's absolutely killed everything. I was so mad. And see, to them, I mean, all the animals here were like, oh, hey, new people. And they just saw it as, oh, hey, we got to shoot stuff. Wiped everything out. Absolutely wiped everything out. There's rabbits. I was talking to the neighbor a few years back, And I made a comment. Well, you've seen my raccoon videos. I made a comment about my raccoons. And there was one time, you know, where the kid just unloaded a whole bunch of stuff in the yard, or a whole bunch of shells at whatever in the yard. And I asked about it. There's a groundhog. He probably spent $100 worth of shells on a groundhog. Just standing there, just shooting it up. And here's the thing, the groundhog would come right up to you and sit next to you, you know, if you're sitting in the yard. And I really tore their ass. If I was president, that was the first thing I would do, was outlaw hunting. Absolutely outlaw hunting. Especially fur harvest. Because around here, we got guys that I've seen bumper stickers. Oh, well, how are they worded? I skin animals to feed my family, or something along that nature. And I'm just thinking to myself, well, if you can't afford to feed your family and you have to kill to feed your family, you shouldn't have a family. I've got one video where there's a ditch full of dead raccoons because they weren't good enough to take in. So they killed all these animals and just dumped them in a ditch because the fur wasn't quite right. Like I said, guns are a great tool, but there's too many idiots that can get them. I don't think they should be outlawed. I don't think they should be banned, nothing like that. And if a person can pass a mental test, it really needs, and I know people would lie about it, but it really needs character witnesses to sign for it. It really does. Because your regular, ooh, look at me, I'm a good old boy and I can shoot this. No, you should not have a gun. You should have a gun for your, like, in your home, protect yourself, protect your family, whatever. But, oh, if your goal is to go out and kill, I don't care if what it is, you should not have a gun. Me, I want to shoot targets. I'm not even worried about protecting myself. Somebody, the other day, somebody tried breaking into my house. I thought it was the puppies because I got a board between the kitchen. You got to go through the kitchen to get to the back door. So, well, it just sounded, it was between 12 and 7:30 in the morning. It was closer to midnight anyway. And I heard like this rattling around. So I thought it was the puppies messing with that door, and I was yell, "Knock it off or I'm going to kick your fucking ass." Well, evidently that was enough to scare the people off. Come to go to work in the morning. I go to the back. Oh, the board's there. Okay, whatever. So I going back. You know, I always check everything before I leave. Back door was wide open. I walk outside and I'm like, wait, how the hell did this happen? And I look at the chain link fence because you can't get to the back door. I mean, it's all enclosed by 8-foot chain link fence. And the chain link fence was down. And in order for it to be down, you have to be able to, you have to take the bolts off, drop chain link fence. And I see that, and I was like, well, son of a bitch. That noise I heard was somebody trying to break into the house. Had I known it was that, my first instinct isn't grab a gun. I'd have just went back there and clobbered the motherfuckers. Is this you don't commit crimes with a gun. I don't care what it is. I mean, there's a big difference between, say you're a teacher and some idiot comes into school, tries to do harm, you shoot the guy trying to do the harm. That's fine. I have no problem with that whatsoever. But you get some fucking student, oh, somebody picked on me, so I'm going to kill everybody. Screw that. Screw that. Take that gun and execute that student right in public. There's no, don't blame the parent. You blame the kid. And until people are held accountable for their stupidity, stupid shit's going to happen. And a part of that goes back a couple decades ago when parents would get in trouble for spanking their kid. I never was spanked. It's one thing I can say. But I grew up with a drunk mom and a drunk boyfriend. Wasn't spanked, but I'd get my head shoved in the wall, hit with vacuum cleaners and hammers and all kinds of stupid shit. And that's not right. Not right in any means. I never once thought about taking a gun and trying to shoot anybody. It's about parroting common sense. Common sense says if you can't parent your kids, you shouldn't have them. I'll get off my soapbox. Get off my. Showing gymnastics again, the same stuff that was on earlier. I only get antenna TV, so I'm sure you guys get plenty of different Olympics coverage. Right now, I'm getting the replay of hours ago, probably a day ago. At this point, where's she at? Blonde Italian chick got 14.033. Now they're showing the Brazilian chick and American Suni Lee. The Suni Lee, she had diseases, some sort of kidney disease or diseases. She made it back to join or be part of the Olympics, which is pretty damn good. Now they're showing something about Simone Biles, and obviously she's a great athlete, great gymnast, but I don't know. It just doesn't impress me. She can jump though. They showed a thing where she hit 11'9", like the top of her head was at 11'9", compared to the guy at 11 foot. So I mean that's something, but out of the ordinary. And I know she's injured. I don't see what the big whoop-de-doo is all about. But she is obviously a great athlete. I certainly cannot be. Another thing I noticed about the Olympics with the swimming, because they showed the swimming quite a bit. Why do all the American women and swimming? Why do they all have acne and none of the others have acne? Ledecky don't. Perhaps it's an age thing, but is it a hormone thing? But if I recall, Australia also has the acne problem. But you look at the other ones, I'm not seeing it. And typically, when you have an athlete, especially someone that spends a good amount of time in the water and they're covered with acne, usually that means some form of steroid use. I don't know. Excuse me. Now there's this commercial. I think it's pretty cool. There's this little girl that's missing a leg. She's doing backflips. She's got a fake prosthetic leg. That's pretty cool. They need to show more stuff like that. You know, another thing, looking at they're showing the Suni Lee. Another thing with acne just could be the amount of, I call it whore paint makeup that they layer on. Just that alone is kind of disgusting. I don't know. Not a fan of it. But when you have these dominant countries and the whatever participants, men or women, have a tremendous amount of acne, acne is a sign of steroid use. I don't know. I played all kinds of sports. I never had it. I didn't use steroids. One other key giveaway about steroids, though, is the size of the person's head. When you take them, out of every 1,000 pounds, you might lift 1,070, but your muscles will grow, including the ones on your head. So when you see like a disproportionate head size, that's kind of a giveaway as well. And the stomach. and gymnasts should not look pregnant. That is something that I've seen on every single gymnast. Oh. Well, I'm going to cut the stream a couple hours. I want to thank CV Baseball Card Collector and Jay Thompson for hanging out. Everyone be sure to check them out. That's CV Baseball Card Collector, Jay Thompson. Thanks for watching.